Hello, everyone. John Frausto with Topspin Tennis. Wanted to share this article with you on Iga Swiatek. It's in The Guardian. I'll make sure I put the link below. But what I'm going to be doing now is a new series of these videos, and I want to share these mind vitamins with you. And what I mean by mind vitamins, with our juniors, when we're working with them, we like to give them a tip, a quote, something to really have them chew on and kind of digest and help them moving forward with their game. So I'm going to share some of these mind vitamins. This article was in The Guardian. It's about Iga Swiatek, and the title is Iga Swiatek's Season of Supremacy is the Hallmark of a Serial Champion. And I love that title and a serial champion. So great article. So the article states, in the final week of last season, Iga Swiatek's reward for a solid year was a place among the very best in the WTA finals in Guadalajara. After the highs of winning the French Open late in 2020, remember that's when she just went on a run, and playing on the clay, she absolutely just loves that surface. The surface that she's challenged on is the hard courts, specifically the US Open. But in Mexico, she struggled badly. Swiatek lost her first two matches, quickly exiting the event in the group stages. Back then, it still felt like the improvements needed for her to command the hard courts, as she had done clay, would take some time. Instead, almost a year later, she is a different player. And so the article kind of goes on, and it talks about how she struggles on the hard courts, the faster surface, and what she had to do was to be more aggressive earlier in the points and just try to take control immediately. The advances she has made are particularly notable when compared to the titles she won in New York this summer with her first title 2 years ago. In October 2020, Swiatek burst into the spotlight by playing at her destructive best. Destructive is the right word. 2 weeks of the Autumn French Open, commanding an absurdly high level from start to finish. Get this, she lost 28 games on her way to the title and not a single set. Absolutely just obliterated the field, similar to what Emma Raducanu did at the when she won the French Open in 2021, just absolutely on fire out of nowhere. But while that tournament demonstrated the greatness she was capable of when the conditions were favorable and confidence was high, it said little about the key qualities required to be a serial winner. I love that, serial winner. What does it take to do that? One, you got to put in the reps, right? And I'll get to the mind vitamins. I'm going to share 2 mind vitamins with you at the end of this article. She went on to say, I'm the kind of person who is not yet trusting myself. This is on the hard courts. I feel like I trust myself for sure on clay and maybe all other surfaces. Here I just try to accept maybe that sometimes I'm not going to trust myself. I mean, isn't that crazy? Number 1 player in the world, 2-time Grand Slam champion, and she still doesn't trust herself. Mind vitamins coming, be patient. But her game is also superior technically. The pressure that her combined defensive and offensive abilities impose on her opposition is clear. She moves around the court, sliding into shots in the open stance. Her athleticism and defense are supreme. I would agree there. Another big change in her game is how she has come to understand the various options at her disposal and how each one offers a different solution. This is where Carlos Alcaraz also comes in. He is truly understanding his game and all these options he has and how he can inflict damage on his opponent. She says, winning the US Open is different than winning a slam in Europe or in Australia because I don't know how the popularity thing is going to change, if it's going to change, she said after Saturday's triumph. For now, I'm kind of going to observe and learn. I think she just means her popularity on the world stage, and it's going to change. She's 21 years old, 2 Grand Slams, and I think she's got the potential to win many more. I'm thinking 10 to 15 Grand Slams for sure. So here's the mind vitamin out of this article. You got the greatest player in the world stating that there can be uncertainty. You may not trust your game. the way you develop that trust and you can grind through some of these wins is you got to put in the reps, right? And understand sometimes you're just not going to be feeling the ball very well. You're not going to trust your shots. You got to keep hitting the ball, right? Tell yourself, I've put in hundreds, thousands of hours. I can do this. That would be my mindset. If the other thing is sometimes what I do is I try to get my feet moving a little more. Try to be more consistent, play with more margin, more spin, just to try to get a groove and get a feel for the game a little bit. Second mind vitamin is when you're not at your best, learn to grind to a win. That's what the best do. You know, so your A game's not there, but you gotta learn how to grind. And that's why I talk about you gotta really enjoy the fight more than the win. Because you know what, some days your opponent's just going to be on and you don't have an answer. So more movement, more grit, more fight. You'll be surprised how you can turn a match around just by 1 or 2 points. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. More mind vitamins, more of these videos to come. Like I've said before, most of you watching this video have not subscribed to the channel. So do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to it. Hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment. That I've seen a lot more comments in the video, so I appreciate that. I'll do my best to answer those. So anyway, have a great day. Take care.